Whether you consider yourself a religious person or not, and whether you believe religion has played a positive or negative role in history, it is undeniable that for centuries, humans have engaged in religious activities such as worship, prayer, and rituals, marking significant life events. Religion has long posed unsolved issues such as, what is the true meaning of life? What happens after we die? Or how can we explain human misery and injustice? Let's discover how the origins of religion and deity worship affected the survival and success of early human communities. Stay to explore why these practices emerged and influenced the course of both social and cultural dynamics. Religion, from the Latin religionum, meaning to show respect of what is sacred, or religere, according to Cicero, meaning to repeat or to read again, is an organized system of beliefs and practices centered on or leading to a transcendent spiritual experience. In ancient times, religion was indistinguishable from what is now known as mythology. It consisted of regular rituals based on a belief in higher supernatural forces who created and continue to sustain the planet and its surroundings. These creatures were anthropomorphic and acted in ways that closely matched the values of the culture, like the Egyptian god of the sky, war, and kingship, Horus, depicted with a human body and the head of a falcon, symbolized divine protection and royal power. Or the god of sky and thunder, Zeus, was the embodiment of authority and justice in Greek mythology. In today's world, people interact with their parents, teachers, friends, employers, doctors, plumbers, legislators, veterinarians, and so on. Not one person can cover all of these jobs or meet all of an individual's demands. Similarly, the ancients believed that no one deity could potentially provide or attend to all of the individual's needs. Just as one would not go to a plumber with a sick dog, one would not approach a god of war with a love issue. If you experienced heartache, you went to the goddess of love. If you wished to win a battle, you would visit the god of war. But why is all this so important? How does it connect to our early human ancestors? Symbolic thinking, which is necessary for human cognition, enables us to employ symbols to represent things, activities, or thoughts abstractly. This ability supports language, art, and sophisticated social relationships, ultimately separating humans from other creatures. Often nicknamed the father of cognitive development, Jean Piaget's study, for example, focuses on how children acquire symbolic reasoning, including phrases in which they use language, participate in symbolic play, and produce drawings. A clear example of symbolic thinking in early humans can be found at the famous Lascaux cave in France. Cave art dating back around 17,000 years depict animals, human figures, and abstract symbols that convey spiritual beliefs and ritualistic narratives beyond the mere representation of their environment. Another vivid example of symbolic thinking is found in early burial practices in Shanidar Cave in Iraq, where a 60,000-year Neanderthal grave was discovered adorned with clusters of flower pollen. This touching detail suggests that our ancient ancestors engaged in symbolic rituals, hinting at a profound belief in the afterlife or spiritual significance. They sought to honor and connect with those who had passed beyond the physical realm. Have we sparked your interest in the fascinating world of archaeology and the rituals of our ancestors? Hit the subscribe button and join our channel to discover findings from more than 30,000 years ago that continue to revolutionize our knowledge of early human rituals and beliefs. There is a further cognitive process that interacts considerably with symbolic thinking. The Hyperactive Agency Detection Device, or HADD, causes individuals to detect deliberate actors around them, leading to religious beliefs and animism. Symbolic thought enables the abstract portrayal of these agents and deities. Today we use symbolic thinking in technology, while HADD manifests in attributing agency to artificial intelligence or unseen forces. Our ancestors, on the other hand, use symbolic thinking to interpret natural phenomena, like attributing storms to angry deities, and experience the hyperactive agency detection device through animalistic beliefs, seeing spirits in animals and objects. About 40,000 years ago, in what is now Germany, early humans carved the oldest known figure from mammoth ivory, with exaggerated female features that held deep symbolic meaning. This artifact, known as the Hohlfels Venus, along with others like the Venus of Willendorf, were more than mere decoration. They represented concepts such as fertility and divine favor. The creation and use of these figurines illustrate early humans' advanced symbolic cognition, requiring them to understand and share a common framework of meaning. To fully grasp the significance of these symbols, early humans needed a developed theory of mind, or TOM, which involved recognizing that others had their own distinct beliefs, intentions, and emotional responses. This meant understanding that when someone crafted and placed a Venus figurine in a sacred space, it was not just a personal act, but a deliberate expression with communal meaning. Each member of the group had to comprehend that the figurine symbolized more than its physical form. This early symbolic cognition laid the groundwork for the more elaborate social cohesiveness and religious systems that would evolve over millennia, highlighting the crucial role of theory of mind in the development of human societies. Religion's role in social cohesiveness has historically fostered a shared sense of identity, moral frameworks, and cultural continuity, which facilitated collaboration and knowledge sharing. This unity often led to advancements in technology, such as agricultural innovations driven by religious needs. An amazing result of social cohesiveness is found in Turkey, dating from 9600 BCE. Göbekli Tepe is the earliest known ceremonial site. Its huge stone pillars, grouped in circles, showcase elaborate social and spiritual activities through its complex architecture, shared rituals, organized labor, and symbolic carvings. All of this predating urbanization. This site challenges the timeline of human societal development and the origins of religious rituals. It illustrates how early communal beliefs and practices laid the groundwork for advanced social structures. So, how has religion contributed to the technological advancements of our societies? As human civilizations became more complex, religion arose to strengthen social cohesiveness and ethical conduct. Early small-scale cultures worshipped gods with little authority and scant regard for human morality. As communities grew, strong moralizing deities evolved, combining religious beliefs with social rules to foster cooperation and trust among bigger numbers. Few know how many faiths existed on the earth, but there are at least that many hypotheses regarding why we have religion at all. One theory is that when humans progressed from tiny hunter-gatherer tribes to huge agricultural communities, our forefathers sought to instill cooperation and tolerance in near strangers. Religion, along with the belief in a moralizing God, was a societal response to these issues. But that's just one notion. There are numerous others, and these are all just theories because none have been experimentally tested. A team of psychology scientists from Queen's University in Ontario is now proposing a unique theory regarding the origins of religion, along with preliminary scientific data to back up their claims. Kevin Rounding and his colleagues argue that religious beliefs' principal function is to improve the basic cognitive process of self-control, which in turn promotes a variety of positive social behaviors. Symbolic thinking provided the basis for religious ideas. Early humans evolved symbolic cognition, allowing them to employ symbols to represent things, concepts, and connections. This cognitive leap was crucial to the evolution of language and sophisticated social relationships. As people began to attach agency to natural events, such as thinking that clouds or raindrops might behave purposefully, the early ideas of spiritual and supernatural creatures emerged. This tendency to see agency in the environment is connected to our evolutionary survival systems, such as the hyperactive agency detection device, which aided early humans in rapidly responding to positive dangers by assuming purpose behind natural motions. Like a rustling bush or a sudden shift in the grass, meaning a hidden animal or enemy rather than a mere breeze. This quick assumption allowed our ancestors to react more swiftly to potential dangers and prepare for a possible attack or take defensive actions, significantly increasing their chances of survival. By the Upper Paleolithic era, evidence reveals that people performed rituals and made symbolic items, marking the beginnings of religious activities. These exercises were about more than simply knowing the world. They also addressed social cohesiveness and community identification. Religious practices evolved in tandem with the complexity of human cultures throughout the Neolithic period. The development of agricultural villages and permanent settlements resulted in more structured forms of religion. central places of worship, and hierarchical religious hierarchies arose, aiding resource management, reinforcing social norms, and providing a feeling of security and order among these expanding communities. Religion has served as a social glue, encouraging collaboration and cohesiveness among groups, reducing social tensions by establishing common beliefs and practices, as well as fostering a feeling of belonging and mutual support among group members. This homogeneity was crucial to the success of early human communities. Religion continues to impact social and cultural dynamics in today's world. It provides moral frameworks, communal support, and a feeling of purpose to many people. Whether it evolved to help people join together as communities or to make a difficult life more tolerable by believing in a higher power, it is still a major and lasting component of human existence. Check out our other videos that explore the most fascinating aspects of human evolution and comment your opinion on the weight of religion throughout history.